The oldest family-owned bakery in the city is celebrating its diamond anniversary. Tonight, Rick Rosenthal gives us a look at another one of Chicago's very own.
From strawberry Mary Ann's to whipped cream tarts, to cakes and cookies, even homemade fresh ice cream. You can find it all and more at Roessers Bakery. Roessers has been at North and Kedzie for 75 years, and that makes Roessers the oldest family-owned bakery in Chicago. Johann Roesser started it all when he bought Miller's Bakery and gave it his own name in 1911. Customers were welcomed as friends, and many of those old friends still shop there today.
My mother came before I was born, and I'm 74 years old.
So you go back quite a ways.
That's right. And when I was a baby, I probably was brought in here.
In 1911, Roessers sweet rolls cost a penny. A loaf of bread cost a nickel. Account sheets showed the bakery did well. Vera Becker shopped at Roessers from the beginning. She still does, and remembers old Johann's charity.
On Thanksgiving and Christmas, whenever he had coffee, cakes, biscuits, anything left over, he and my father would deliver it to all the poor people in the neighborhood.
Johann on the right and Hattie on the left brought their son John and his wife into the business. John's son, John III, signed on for the bakery's 50th anniversary in 1961. Now, as the 75th anniversary approaches, father and son are still at it. John Sr. is largely retired now. His son is the boss, but he started out at the bottom.
When I was about 12 and I came in the shop and my dad handed me the scraper and put me on the basement floor, he said, "I'm going to tell you the same thing my father told me. Someday you might be boss here, and you at least better know how to clean the floors."
Roessers still makes everything any good bakery makes, but the emphasis has changed over the years. The neighborhood used to be predominantly German and Scandinavian. Then Roessers sold lots of Danish bread and rolls.
People used to come in the morning with their aprons. The women would get a dozen hard rolls and just put them in the apron and wouldn't even bother with a bag.
But over the years, the neighborhood has changed, and Roessers' clientele has now become largely Hispanic.
Strawberries, banana, pineapple, raspberry,
The predominantly Hispanic clientele buys more cakes, so cakes are now the heart of Roessers' business, perhaps 300 cakes a week, sometimes more. All the ingredients are fresh, only fresh fruits, nothing canned. Roessers makes all their own jams, jellies, and fillings from scratch. Again, no cans. And most of the work is done the old-fashioned way, by hand. That looks like a lot of fun.
Oh, it is. Like being a kid again. I'm mixing chocolate buttercream. When I'm doing, I get fudge base, I melt it down, and then I just put a little bit of regular buttercream, mix it up.
Wedding cakes have become a specialty here. They, too, are done by hand. In this case, by the hands of Roman Pavlik, who's been with Roessers 25 years and modestly agrees he's almost an artist.
Well, kind of. Everything you do, person does it right is like an artist, right?
And doing it right has been the Roessers' way of doing business since 1911.
My father always said, if your name's on the box, it better be good. And that's about what it boils down to.
Roessers Bakery, for 75 years, a family tradition, a city landmark, and another of Chicago's very own.
You know, I'm mostly a cookie man myself, but those cakes look pretty good.
I wouldn't mind trying them out.
Yeah, that's my weakness, though, cookies.
Let's get some Oreos. After a few days of autumn light.
It's all